Hello, multiple choice questions on accelerated motion. As a car is driven south in a straight line with constant speed, the acceleration of the car must be 0. A car initially traveling at 15 meters per second north accelerates to 25 meters per second north in 4 seconds. The magnitude of the average acceleration is acceleration equals v final minus v initial over time. So that means 25 minus 15 over 4. So the answer will be 2.5 meter per second square. A car initially traveling at 15 meter per second north accelerates at a rate of 2.5 meter per second squared. What is its final velocity after 4 seconds? So to get the final velocity, we know that v final equals v initial plus at. So v final equals the initial velocity is 15 plus 2.5 times the time, which is 4. So here we have 10 plus 15, so the answer is 25 meter per second. 4. As a car is driven south in a straight line with decreasing speed, the acceleration of the car must be, so in the opposite direction of south, which is directed northward. 5. Which of the motion diagrams below show an object moving with constant velocity? To get the constant velocity, we need to keep equal distance in the particle diagram as shown in B, so the right answer is B. 6. The motion of a car is represented by the following particle model. Which of the following motion diagrams correctly shows the motion of the car? Here, the particle model shows that the car is slowing down as the distance keeps decreasing in the particle model, so the acceleration must be in the opposite direction of the velocity vector, so the right answer is B. 7. Identify which of the following can all be true about the motion of an accelerating object. Accelerating, so the velocity will be positive, acceleration positive as well, and the motion is speeding up, so the right answer is A. 8. The uniform acceleration has a constant magnitude and direction, B. 9. If an object's velocity and acceleration have the same direction, then the object is speeding up. 10. The graph below represents the motion of an object. What is the acceleration of the object? Here, as it has a constant slope, so we can take any point. We divide y over x. So let's say this point. So here we have 1 over 4. So the answer would be 0.25 meter per second squared. 11. The graph below represents the relationship between velocity and time of travel for a toy car moving in a straight line. The shaded area under the line represents the car's displacement. In a velocity time graph, we take the area under the slope to get the displacement. So the right answer is displacement. 12. The picture below shows the position of a car at different times. Which of the graphs below correctly represents the car's position as a function of time? Here the car is speeding up as the distance keep increasing. So A must be wrong and C as well. So it's either this one or this one. So here, if you notice here, the distance is not changing, but here it shows that the distance keep increasing. So this one is wrong. So the right answer is B. "13. The motion of several objects is represented by a position time graph below. Which object has an acceleration?" So here A is at rest, it's not moving. B has a constant velocity, the slope is velocity, and D as well. So the right answer is C, which has an acceleration. So it's D. The position time graph for an object is represented by the graph below. Which of the following is or are true regarding the motion of the object? Here, the slope shows that it has negative velocity and of course accelerating because it's not a constant or a straight line. So this one is right and this one is right. So the right answer is 1 and 3 only, C. Question 15 and 16. The velocity time graph below represents the motion of 5 different objects, A, B, C, D, and D. 15. Which of the object is or are moving with a constant velocity? Constant velocity is A and E. So A and E only. 16. Which object has a constant negative acceleration throughout its motion? Negative acceleration is C. 17. The graph below shows the motion of cars A, B, C, and D. Which of the statements below is true? Car D is accelerating. Yes, that's true. So the answer is A. No need to read the rest of the answers. 18. Which of the statements below is not correct for an object represented by the position time graph below? A. The object has a negative velocity. That's not true because here it's negative. The object has a positive acceleration. Yes, that's true. Question 19 and 20. Below are the position time graphs for different motions. 19. Which of the graphs represent an object moving with positive acceleration? In A, the object is at rest, it's not moving. Here, B, positive acceleration, yes. And C, constant velocity. And here, in the beginning, the object will become stationary, it's not moving, so the right answer is B. 20. Which of the graphs represent an object moving with positive velocity and negative acceleration? Positive velocity and negative acceleration, as I told you here, it's D because eventually the object will stay at rest, not moving. D. Question 21 and 22. The motion of a particle is described in the velocity versus time graph shown in the figure below. 21. Over the 9-second interval shown, we can say that the acceleration of the particle is remains constant. 22. Over the 9-second interval shown, we can say that the speed of the particle, here we can say that at this period decreasing and then increasing at this area. So the right answer is C. Question 23 and 24. The motions of a car and a truck along straight road are represented by the velocity time graphs in the figure below. The two vehicles are initially alongside each other at time t equals 0. The question is, at 10 seconds, what is true of the distances traveled by the vehicle since time t equals 0? For 10 seconds here, to get the displacement from a velocity time graph, we get the area under the slope. So obviously, the area of this rectangle is bigger than the area of the triangle. So the truck moved or covered more distance or displacement. So D, the truck will have traveled farther than the car. 24. What are the distances traveled by the truck and the car in 10 seconds? So we can get the area under the curve or under the slope. So for the truck, it's 20 times 10. And for the triangle, which is the car, it's half times 10 times 20. So it will be 100. And here it's 200. So for the truck, 200 and 100, so the answer is D. 25. The graph below represents the velocity of an object traveling in a straight line as a function of time. The average acceleration during the first 2 seconds is acceleration 2 seconds, so we get the slope. So it's 10 over 2, which is 5. D. Question 26 and 27. The following velocity time graph represents the motion of an object. When is the acceleration 0? It's at B, constant velocity. So B. When is the acceleration negative? It's during C. 28. A car is taking a circular path with a constant speed of 20 meters per second. The object has a uniform velocity? Of course not, because it keeps on changing the direction, so the velocity is not uniform or constant. 2. The direction of the motion is changing? Yes. The object has a non-zero acceleration? Yes. So the right answer is 2 and 3. 2 and 3 only. B. 29 and 30. The following is a velocity time graph for the motion of an object. 29. The slope of the graph represents acceleration. 30. What is the distance covered by the object during the interval t equals 2 to 6? To get the distance, we need to get the area under the slope. So we get the area from 2 to 6, which is the area of this rectangle. Okay, 6 minus 2 is 4. So 4 times 4. So 16. D. Thank you.